Hey my friends, it's Regimus Maximus and I'm back once again, and today I've got all my Terracons together. We waited and finally I got the Transform Dreamwave TCW-08. Hey, get ready. It's time to form Abominus.
Regimus Maximus creates.
Alright, as I said, I got all my Terracons together. We've waited. I know like a lot of the other people have their little Terracon videos out and everything, and that's all nice and cool. But I decided to wait until I got this upgrade kit in. And sometimes when you order these things, they put these things out out in summer, and then you wait, 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 and then you wait. And bam, finally sometime after the new year, it arrives. As I stated, this is the Transform Dreamwave kit, the TCW-08. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box. I guess the box pretty much is standard. I like it. You can see on the back and everything, you've got like some of the pictures of the parts that actually come with it. So, I mean, like I said, I ordered this back in the summertime, and I was hoping that it would be in by the time that all the parts were together and out and all that good stuff. But it didn't happen like that, and I finally got it in maybe like a week ago. So here we are, and we're here with the review. So without further ado, let's open the box and get started. All right. Out the box, you can see he comes in a clamshell. The parts come in a clamshell. So, right here you got, I guess, the thigh pieces. Parts go in like the bottom of the leg. You got the hands, you got the gun. Some of these other parts, I'll figure out where they go. You got the feet, the chest piece. I'll figure out where the rest of that stuff goes. And there we go. So let's go ahead and get it open. You can store these weapons on some of these guys. As you can see, this is the gun. It's broken up as far as the big gun. Right here is another example of the storage and everything as far as Ripper Snapper is concerned. Also, let's see if I can get him. You have Center Twin. Center Twin uses the hands. So you pretty much just take these hands like this, and you put the finger up. And this right here, this top part just separates, and you make it into like a little. Use the fingers to go forward. Make it into like a little gun, like that. This will come down. And just put it in one of his ports, like so. Like I said, I've figured out most of how some of this. I figured how most of these things go, with the exception of Hungar. I don't know how some of these might fit on Hungar. So I mean, I'm kind of lost within that. The instructions don't really show you how to put those parts of the weapons on there, so you just pretty much got to go on your own, so your own creativity. Alright, so we got the body part already transformed into the Abominus piece. We got the legs already transformed so they can be already connected, and the arms. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get ready and put them all together. Abominus, transform! Okay then, now that all the dramatics are over, here he goes, and here he is transformed into what he's supposed to look like by the Hasbro version. So, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I don't think he looks that bad. He's a little bit better than I thought he'd be. I'm actually kind of impressed by the way he looks at this point. I haven't really went online and even looked at any of the other reviewers or anything like that as far as their thoughts on him and everything. I mean, I wanted to kind of hold off and see when I got this kit what he was going to look like. So here he is at this point, and like I said, I mean, even at this point, I mean, I like him. So I mean, he don't have no guns or anything, but the upgrade kit does. So let's go ahead and get into this upgrade kit. All right, we're going to take a look at some of the parts. Right here we have the gun. The gun comes apart, and it comes apart right through here. So there you go. So you got a few different guns in one. So that works out pretty cool. And you can just put them all back together like that. You also have this nifty little gun right here. So it goes somewhere. Exactly where, I don't know. We'll find out. But it looks pretty cool though. We do have the hands, and these hands are like the they are like the Power of the Primes Volcanicus upgrade kit that I reviewed earlier. So I mean, they're pretty much the same hands, but they look pretty good. So I mean, I think they work with Abominus real good. So hey, here you have the lower thigh pieces. I guess you pretty much put these on there and you attach them, and they'll go for like the lower part of the legs. I think these parts, flip it around. I think these parts right here go on the upper part of the hip. So here they are. You have these pieces that pretty much go on the front side of the above his knee. To kind of still give it G1 effect. And here go the feet. These ain't bad. I think they're pretty much just like the Volcanicus feet, pretty much. I'm gonna find out. All right, so yeah, they're pretty much. I mean, they're the same, but they're not the same. I mean, the back parts of them, you just pretty much see they're pretty much the same mold, but the front of them, the Volcanicus is more of a claw type of foot, besides a regular type of foot. So there's a difference between those two. As far as the Transform Dreamwave upgrade, the Transform Dreamwave upgrade kit replacement feet. Now the hands, on the other hand, they are the same, except for this one's just purple and this one has more color in it. It'd been good if they would have put like some type of silver on his knuckles. I thought that would have been a good accent color for it, but hey. You also get two of these. Do it again. Little guns right here, so I don't know exactly where this goes yet, but like I said, I will find out. So you get two of those. Now you do get the. Now you do also get the head, the replacement head with the neck, and you get the chest piece. So they tell you that when you're taking these off, just to pull them straight off they said don't twist them off because you might risk breakage. So I guess I gotta pull a little bit harder. Okay, I wasn't looking when I was doing. I messed up. So I guess these come straight back like that. So there you go. So don't turn them. I mean, well, they're going to turn them a little bit, but try to take it out straight as you can, because if not, you can break these pegs. You also get another version of this faceplate right there, as you can see, with its mouth open. And you get these right here, which pretty much, if you don't want those like that, you can put that right there like that, with them going upward. So, all right, one of the first things we want to do is we want to remove the old head so we can put on the new head. And you're going to take your little screwdriver and put it in the back of his head, and you're going to slowly unscrew the old head. And this should just pop off just like that. Alright, so we take the old head, lay it down, take this new head, and we put it on there like that. So there you go. That's what he looks like right there. But then what they want you to do is they want you to take these, and you're going to unpeg these from right here, and you're going to bring them back. So unpeg it, bring it back like that. That's pretty much how we want you to have it. So there you go with that right there, and that's what. Alright, now another thing you're going to do is you're going to take these, and you're going to move these back. So you're going to move those little legs right here back. You're going to take these, and they're going to clip right here. So, and this was those little gun thingies I was wondering about. So yeah, they go right here. So that's where they go. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to bring this part up right here, and these little prongs, these little slot for prongs can go right here. So, oops. I mean, only this right here goes in right here, but there really ain't no other place that I see where anything else can pretty much stick into. So that's my big problem. Like I said, there isn't no other. It'd be different if there was something to stick these into, but there's not. So you got to kind of hold it and stick this in here like that. Alright, so this was a little bit harder to, I mean, you just got to take your time and make sure that they're all lined up when you put it on there. So make sure that you do get that lined up and everything, because I just couldn't do it with one hand. So I had to use both hands to try to get everything in place to make it do that. So, alright, now what you want to do is make sure that these are down pretty much as good as you can get them down. And these little prongs right here are going to fit into this little black part right here. So you're going to put it behind there, and you're going to try to Got the wiggle in place. There we go. So yeah, that goes in place like that. All right, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take these parts right here, and this little hole will go into a little slot right here. So it goes through here. So wiggle it through. This part right here will just slot right in here, like so. Let me turn the leg back. And you'll have to do that for each side. One thing I will say about these outer parts is make sure that you got the correct one for each side, because one part fits on the other side. One goes towards the outer, one goes towards the inner. The inner ones always fits towards the inner part of this right here. Now these parts right here, you're pretty much going to take these and they're just going to slide right over these. It's that simple. Alright, now with this part right here, what you want to do is you want to take the back part of this and just go ahead and attach it to this. Just wiggle it in there. It'll slowly fit in there. And that's what you got to do for those. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the feet and connect these. Like I said, you just connect them into the, it's moving, Tommy. Connect them into the ports. Now, it was kind of difficult getting these into the ports. I mean, but I did shave it down. Probably shave it down a little bit too much. So, I mean, you might want to watch that if you have to do the same thing. So, either or, there we go. Now, I also slightly shaved this foot down, maybe like 2 little shaves. Kind of make it fit a little bit better. So, there's that. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're going to go ahead and connect it in here. My port's kind of messed up right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got a little crack on it. So, I mean, that happened when I was actually putting the regular ones in there. I think the mold one was kind of, that right there wouldn't, I guess, made right. So, either or, that's what I'm doing. Okay, see a little stress mark in there. So, yeah. That's what I got to deal with. Hasbro could send me another one, that'd be great. But that will be the arm for Abominus. Alright, now I've gotten blocked. Went ahead and put the hand in that one. So I guess the next thing we gotta do is put them all together. So let's give this one more go. Here he is in his glory, Abominus, with this transformed Dreamwave upgrade kit. Now, I got his arms all spread apart and everything, looking all nice and mighty. So let's go ahead and take a look at him. Alright. Now, you know, messing with this and everything, I did have some issues. like these. When I was trying to transform him, as far as trying to keep the rest of the parts on there, they kept on falling off. So what I did, I had that problem with one of them. So what I did was I glued that part on there. As far as like the, I took it off and I glued like the inner, this part on, not the part that you got to put on right here, but I glued the other part on. So I did that to kind of keep it as one piece and everything. I still have the outside piece and everything, and the outside piece will just go, and I can still just plug that in like so. But I went ahead and, like I said, glued the when I took it off. That way you can take it off and everything, and you can wiggle it back on. That way you ain't got no problems with that. So I did do that. The ports are kind of tight. I tried to kind of shave off a little bit on it, but I think I shaved too much on one of them. So I mean, so I had to adjust that. I think that these little things right here, for his hips, don't stay on there as good. It's staying on right now because I got his legs kind of spread apart and everything a little bit. So, but they don't stay on there that good neither. So, his head, I think there needs to be something on like the back of his neck, because if you look at the back of his neck, I mean, that just comes off way too easy. See, it's really not even on there right now. But yeah, it is. Let's see, there we go. So you can see, but that just comes off way too easy. I think something else needs to be put on there, that way you can hold it in real good. These little prongs, these come off real easy. I think that maybe, I mean, I don't know, the edge of them needs to be maybe flared out a little bit or something, so that it won't, those won't come off as easy. So now his gun does fit in his hand. There's little slots in his hand, I don't know if you can see right here, but like right here, the guns just fit right down through there. So I just slid that down through there, and that's all you really got to do. You can, there's little ports right here that you can slide the gun down into. So that's what I did. I just pretty much slid it down in there, and that's all you really got to do. But also you have another faceplate, and you have a different set of these. So I want to change everything out. That way you can see this right here. Just this just pops out of here. Let's see. There we go. So we just pop it out just like that. All right. So here you go. I put one side on. That way you can see what it looks like with this little flap or whatever at this side compared to what comes with it. It's more of the one that kind of looks like the one that's on the actual original figure. So I mean, it's up to you. And there's the face of him screaming mad or whatever, going psycho. So it looks good. Now for one of the most important things, let's check out the articulation. Alright. I don't believe this thing's very stable. So, the leg can come up, can come side to side. About right there. The knees. Alright. Ankles. Gotta watch these, because this thing is just falling apart on me. It's another thing. These things just kind of pump off. Alright, so I got it back on there. The ankles, they can swivel, they can go back. Yeah, I just think it needs more, it needs to be strengthened more. They're kind of loose. I mean, so, and I think that his the ratchetness is kind of loose too. So I think all around, I mean, it's kind of loose for it to be what you need it to be, as far as being able to post it together, pose it, and without everything just falling apart. I mean, it needs to be tighter. I mean, I think that the arms are pretty tight, but as far as like the legs and the knees, I think it needs to be tighter. Or it could just be mine. Got no waist rotation. Arms, they can go. It's got this little part up here where it kind of helps it go the range a little bit better. So he can reach back there and scratch his butt if he wants to. But yeah. The fingers, like I said, I mean the hands and the fingers, I mean they're pretty articulated, so I do like them. All in all, I mean it's okay. It does have its issues, like I said, the whole stability thing, that's the big thing. As far as a size comparison, here he is next to Volcanicus with the upgrade kit on him also from the Transformed Dreamwave. So I think that they match up real good. So they both look real good, about the same height and everything. So I mean, they look real good together. Here's a close-up of them together. And like I said, I mean, you have the option of using that side of the wing or that for the chest. Either one, it's up to you. I still think that the Volcanicus is probably a stronger combination form than the Abominus. The ratchets on the Abominus just seem too loose. He actually is kind of swaying towards the front a little bit and everything. So it's just stuff like that that just don't sit too good with me. Also, I think that the you know, like the little hip parts, those things come off too easy. Then there was the whole thing, maybe like something that would go over top of the ports to kind of keep that in there. And also like the back of his neck, something needs to be put on the back of there to kind of make sure it stays in there, because if not, that'll pop off. And maybe something that's going to hold this together a whole lot better, because if you don't watch, I mean, it'll just fall apart on you. So now also the upgrade parts also create extra weapons and shields for your characters, as you see here. I saw a couple pictures online, so I tried to mimic some of these after them, but I kind of mixed it up a little bit too. So let me go ahead and show you this. So you see Hungar's got a shield right there. There you go, cut through it. There's two cannons. Center twin with a shield. Center shield's twin is the bottom part of his shield. It just pops on out. And that's how you, a little tab up here at top. So, as you see, Block's shield is actually part of the foot. One of the foot's in the gun inside the foot. And the other part, it goes on like the back of the neck that connects it together. So, but yeah. You can also do that. Cool little weapons, which aren't bad. As always, we're trying to give some things away. All you got to do is like our page, subscribe, and make a comment. Make a comment. Let us know what you think. Like I said, this is the TDW Transformed Dreamwave TCW 08. And that's their Abominus upgrade kit. Now, I did get these from the tfsource.com. And if you want to get one, you can also order one from them. And as always, thank you, and I appreciate your support. This is Regimus Maximus, and I am out.